What are you living for? Every day we wake up, it's the same thing. We get up, get out of bed, go to work, finish work, come back home, go to bed, and it's pretty much the same routine every day. And did you ever ask yourself, like, what are you living for? And hello, guys, welcome back to my channel. I thought today for this content, I'll talk to you guys about, you know, there was a time, right, where before I started to learn and to grow and pretty much just started investing in myself. I always wonder, like, there's got to be something more meaningful to life than just going to work. And there was just this job that I was working at, and I thought working and getting up every day in the morning, going to work, I thought that was the meaning to life. Just going to work and having no purpose or no direction. And so as I was working at this job, I was pretty much like warehousing, I came across this person, and this person asked me, before I get there, was pretty much what I was doing at this job. I was doing containers, like lifting heavy boxes and unloading containers. And I'll tell you, I really enjoyed what I was doing. I thought it was a lot of fun. And one day, someone came and asked me, like, what are you doing here? You're better than this. And in my head, I was, first of all, I didn't know who this person was. But the question stuck to my mind. It was like, what are you talking about? And I didn't know what this person meant with his question. But the question stuck to my mind. And so from there on, this person kept, came back and forth as I was working, and just, mind you, just unloading containers. And, I'm unloading these containers every single day, and, I'm like enjoying it. It was like a sport for me. And yeah, as days go by, this person kept coming back and asking me, like, asking me questions, and we started having conversations. And I was so curious about wanting to talk to this person, because it has never crossed my mind. Like, never been asked this question before by anyone. I hope you guys can hear me. But yeah, back to what I was saying. And so from there on, as with this person asking me questions, and it went from there to conversations. And because I had a curious mind, I wanted to know more, and I wanted to know what this person meant. Like, I was just so eager and curious. And from there, that's where things began. That's where things started. And I started to, mind you, this person was a lot older than me, and I was young, and, just had no meaning to life. And yeah, and from there, long story short, I started having conversations with this person, and we started to, you know, have, yeah, we just started to talk, and I started to learn of this person, right? And I was just there listening, and I was pretty much learning of this person. And from there, that's when I started to that's when things started to change, and I started to invest in myself. Excuse me. That's when I started to read, and I started to write, and I started to watch podcasts. And because I wanted to, you know, do things better and change my life, and I started to, you know, learn of better people. And because this person, for me, it, you know, that person came across to me that, oh, this person looks like they know a lot about life, and, you know, someone that I can learn of. And from there, I was, you know, I learned a lot from this person, and then I started to, you know, do my own learning from reading books and watching other people on YouTube. And there's good people on YouTube, and also in person. And because, you know, it's hard to find people outside that you can learn of, and so that's why I turned onto YouTube, because there's a lot of them there. And so from there, that's when things slowly started to change for me, and that's where my life started to take a turn. And yeah, and honestly, I fell in love with learning, and to the point where every day I would go to work, and I will constantly just, whether I will have conversations with this person at work, or I will go on my phone and, you know, watch podcasts of people that will, you know, good influencers that will inspire me to do good in life. And yeah, and from there to the point where I became not obsessed, but I enjoyed, and I found joy in what I was doing and investing in myself, because I started learning a lot of things, and about things that I didn't know, and about life in general. But there was a lot of things. Long story short, that's where I started to ask questions. I started to have a lot of questions in my mind as I was growing and as I was learning. And yeah, and so from there on, I slowly started to look at my job as something to, you know, look for, to get up in the morning. Like, that changed for me. I started to find what I love to do, and I started to look for what I wanted to do, the things that I find joy in. And yeah, so from there I started to search for that instead of my job, or for things that was not in line with what I wanted to do in this life. And yeah, it was a big turn for me. And of course, there's a lot of people out there in the world that are, that might feel stuck or lost, confused, or don't know what their passion is in this life. But I'm telling you guys, you're not alone. You just gotta start living your life and discover what you want to do. And not waking up and putting your job first, but to wake up with a purpose. And you might not know what that is now, but over time you will find what that is. And of course you might be thinking, okay, where do I start, or where do I find it? And of course I was in the same shoes. I was thinking the same. But how I found that, like, what I wanted to do was when I started to change started investing in myself. And that's when, in turning into reading books and watching podcasts on YouTube, TED Talks, so just influences on YouTube. And then from there, that's when things started to, I started to look at things at a different perspective. And I slowly started to discover what I wanted to do. I started to find what my passions are and what the things that I wanted to do in this life, and my career and job, or just things that you thought you would never expect to do, because you just put your job first without thinking about yourself and thinking about yourself, meaning thinking about what you want to do, and instead of putting your job first. And so, guys, honestly, that's what I wanted to ask you guys. Like, what are you living for? And think about it, and wake up with a purpose. Like, move in this life with purpose, and find what you want to do, find what excites you, find something that you look forward to, getting up every morning. And not your job, but what means to you. And alright, guys, I'm gonna leave you guys with that, and I hope you guys take care of yourself. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you guys have taken something from this video. And just comment below if there's something you guys want me to talk about. And yeah, take care of yourself, and I will talk to you guys next time.